Today, I'll be ranking all of the new skins coming in this update in Brawl Stars. First up on the docket is going to be Kaze and Jae-Yong. This skin looks genuinely wonderful. I like the geisha aesthetic going on with the makeup. The kimono looks wonderful. It has a beautiful color scheme and the yellow belt really pops out. So just because of that, I think I'm going to put this in the A must buy. Next, it's going to be Yokai Piper. Yokai Piper has a beautiful bluish aesthetic here. You can see the animation here. It looks quite wonderful. It's exactly like Kaze and Jae-Yong, but since this is a chroma variation, you can opt to get this one as well. And I would put this in the must-buy category as well, along with Kaze and Jae-Yong. The final chroma variation for this is going to be Tsukumogami Piper. I genuinely like this one the most out of all the chroma variations. The colors really pop out to me specifically. I like the teal belt as well. I'm going to put this in the S tier just because I have a certain bias to this one. Next, we have Cursed Kenji, and I love this skin. It has a beautiful animation at the start. You basically see Kenji walking around in a circle using his katana and brandishing it. The samurai gear also looks beautiful, especially with the red and the purple colors really popping out all around. I think this is a beautiful skin. The animations are also wonderful. It just looks like he's brandishing Spirit Fire and is completely dominating all of his enemies in that circle, along with a beautiful super as well. I think this is such a good skin. This one is a must buy. It's gonna go in the A tier. Now we have Tanuki Sprout, and this little goober is so cute. Just look at him. He's in that one little barrel there. He's hiding behind the leaf. And this time, Sprout is actually an animal. He's gonna be a Tanuki, which is a raccoon dog, and it just looks so wonderful. You have the mushrooms as well when you put down the Sprout hedge, and I think this is a wonderful skin. But I think this is a must-buy skin. It's so cute all around. I don't think you can go wrong with this one, so this is on the A tier for me. Next, we have Wanderer Gray, and in the Brawl Talk, I wasn't a big fan of this skin. I was almost gonna let this one pass. But looking at the animations, you have a wonderful katana being thrown when he uses an attack. And then you have these portals in the Japanese houses, which look really cool. So I really like this skin. I think I'm going to promote this to decent. I wouldn't buy it, but I think that it's a really nice skin all around. We haven't had a Terra skin in the game in a while, and I like this Shukuteki Tara because of the dearth of Terra skins. It looks really cool. I like the projectiles. It's a little bit more compact. It feels more ninja-y. And I like the super as well. You throw it out in the fan, which collapses and pulls all the enemies together. Beautiful skin. I think this is going to be a B for me. So now we move on to Shinobi Ash. I don't really like this skin. It is supposed to be a recolor of the Ninja Ash skin, and I guess it serves its purpose. It's a better color palette. But would I spend for this? I think the answer is no. It's not even a pass. I feel like this is a skin that only a mother could love. So this is going to go straight to the D tier for me. So next up is the Tango Angelo skin, and this one is a really nice looking skin. I think that the dev team really cooked with the skin so far in this update. Tango Angelo in particular has a beautiful super because he is a harbinger of doom. He's going to be opening up a portal where you're going to have a lot of air just billowing around, and I feel like it really captures that with that nice ancient Japanese art theme going on as well. And then you have the main attack, which also does beautiful projectiles. So all in all, I think this is a great skin. I think this is in a must-buy category, and this is going to go straight to the A tier. Now, this is one of the skins that I don't really like. It is a Brawl Pass skin. The name is Shin Edgar. The color scheme I don't enjoy. The purple with the red is so loud, and then you have the yellow eyes. I think it's very freaky. It's not my cuppa, and I don't really like the animations all that much, but it's somewhat decent. But honestly, just the color palette alone is just so off-putting for me that it's gonna be a pass. The same thing for Drift Edgar. Yeah, the color palette is slightly better, but overall, I just don't like the aesthetics of the skin, so that's gonna be a C for me. Then we finally have Masked Edgar, and this one I do kind of like the color palette for. While I may not like the aesthetics of the skin, the color palette really does do it quite a lot. I mean, it saves the skin for me, honestly, and it's going to be a decent. Moving on, we have Intergalactic Griff, and this skin has some really cute quirks to it. Even though it is intergalactic, it does kind of have some arcade vibes to it, and you can see that in the projectiles. Instead of coins, you have these little arcadey bullets being spit out, and I think that's really cool. And then it kind of doubles down with that whole arcade retro feel, where it throws out floppy disks instead of cash, and I think that's a pretty interesting design choice because I feel like if you're intergalactic, you should be in the future, right? But you have floppy disks instead. So I think it's a really nice skin. I think it's pretty decent all around. So because of that, it's going to go in the B tier for me. Next up, we have Mecha Finks, which is going to be a 300 gem skin. So if you're looking to buy it, make sure you use code PAN in the shop because it's going to be helping me out a lot. And with this skin, you have projectiles, which seem to be some mecha arrows that he throws down, which look pretty cool, I have to mention. His super seems to be some kind of clock, which has a countdown for the duration of the super. So it's a pretty good visual indicator of how long it's going to last. But this is a really good skin all around. I think it's going to be a must buy, and I'm going to be putting that in the A tier as well. For his chroma variations, first up, we have Crimson Typhinx, which is a crimson and orangish, yellowish color palette here. I also like this. I think it's pretty good. If you really like the Mecha Finks, then you could probably go for all of the chroma variations. Speaking of, the last chroma variation for the skin is going to be the Mecha Chief Finks, which is an homage to Master Chief from the Halo series. So if you're into game lore and game history, I think this skin is a must buy just because of that. And as a result, this is going to be on the A tier for me. Since all the Mecha Finks skins are 300 gem skins, you're going to be having kill animations as well, but since they're chromatics of each other, it's not going to be different between them, but this is what that kill animation looks like. So I don't like Clancy that much as a brawler. I don't like his kit. I don't like the hypercharge. I think the brawler needs to be deleted. I think it's disgusting. But his skin this time, Kaiju Clancy, I kind of do enjoy it. The color palettes aren't really speaking to me, but the attacks themselves look pretty cool. Like, I have to mention, like, the blue along with the purple looks really nice, and when you have the green bullets as well, when you use the super, it just looks beautiful to look at. I think I'm going to be putting this in the must buy category. It's just, I hate Clancy, but this is an objectively good skin. Tokusatsu Colette is the next skin we're rating here, and I like the hair. It has a little heart theme going around with that little bit of an accent with the yellow line. Looks really cool. The contrast with the sleeves is also really nice, and just in terms of the aesthetic alone, it's a really good skin. Its projectile is a laughing heart, which is so on brand for Colette, and then the super is also beautiful to look at. You have these hearts which spill over, and it just looks so wonderful, and I think this is going to be an S tier for me. I think I don't know how to defend this, but I like it a lot. It looks beautiful, and I think that's what we're looking for here. Next up is Monstro Mico. It has a little bit of that Mojo Jojo vibes from Powerpuff Girls. It's supposed to be a villain. You can see the brain through the casing and all that. Its attacks look pretty decent. You have a little bit of a vibe around it as a result of the attack. Its super is also pretty cool. When he lands with authority, you have this little area around him which kind of glows for a little bit with a pattern. I think it's a really nice skin. I think it's probably going to be on the must buy for me here. Now we're moving on to Mandy, who gets the Witch Mandy skin, and I think that's going to be on the Supercell ID option here. You're not going to get it for cheap, but it's a really nice skin. It has all of these skeletons from the Clash of Clans universe or whatnot. She attacks exactly like Witch does, and now instead of the walking animation, she glides or floats over water, so you're not going to see her moving her legs at all. The super instead of for sure seems to be an incorporeal sword that goes through the environment, and I think that's also really cool to look at. There aren't any death animations, and I think that it's a nice skin, but I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it. I feel like for the value, it's not that great, but I don't think it's a must buy. Maybe a decent. I'll put it in decent. I'm going to put it on decent. It's a nice skin, but the affordability of it just kind of puts me at pause. I don't really think I want to be investing that much on a skin just like that. Shade has this new skin called Street Shade, and I love the attacks. It kind of reminds me of retro games. It looks beautiful. You see the electric bullets just enveloping Shade as well. The super, there isn't much animation to the super itself. Like, you don't actually see all that much, but I think this is a decent skin. I think that Shade doesn't have too many great skins right now, so this is definitely going to be in the must buy, at least for now. Next up, we have Firecracker Wizard Mike, and your animations are going to be exactly the same as Sugar Bomb Mike or some of the other Mike skins. It's basically a reskin of like the 29 gem skins, so only a mother could love this, so that's going to go to the D tier. Now we have Whisked Meg. So I don't really like this skin all that much. It's not kind of inspiring, but the color palette is really nice. And then at the back of the mech, you can actually see a baguette. So I think that's a little inspired. I mean, they didn't have to go that far for a 29 gem skin. So I think this is going to be a pass. It's not bad, but it's a pass. It's not something that I wouldn't get. Like if I get this in a star drop or a rank star drop, I'll be pretty happy. Then I have the Kansai Dragon Bull. And I like this one. It's a no-nonsense bull skin. The aesthetic looks nice. He looks like a Yakuza guy, but he has this very flamboyant style to him, which really rounds out the entire character. And I think this is going to be a decent for me. I think this is going to be a B tier skin. Then we have Sandcastle Ash, and it's a pass for me. I don't really care all that much. It's a decent color palette, but it's going to go in the C tier for me. Okay, the next skin is going to be Secret Surgevis, and I do not like this skin. The color palette looks terrible. I get that he's Secret Service or whatever. It's very corny to me. I don't like the theme. The animations are just the same as the base model, so it's gonna be a D for me here. So Bandito Lou, the skin itself is the same as any other base model skin. Shelly has a trio, but Bandita Shelly doesn't have a trio, right? The skin itself. And I think that the Bandito Lou pairs so well with that in terms of like the lore that I'm gonna put this in a decent. Honestly, Sunflower Rosa, I do not like this skin. It's very uninspiring. Only a mother could love this skin. Same exact dealio here. Robin Hood. Nice pun. Don't care for the skin. Would not want to buy it. Do not want to spend any of my credits for it. Would be sad if I got it as a star drop reward. So that's a D right there. Last but not forgotten is the Oni Kenji skin, and the base model is the same as the cursed Kenji model here. It's not any different, but the fun really starts with a hypercharge skin once you are able to get your hypercharge off. And once you do that, you can basically be in that cursed hypercharge form the entire time. You're gonna have a huge Tango across the map with double katanas just going around killing people with his demon fire as well. And you can even see the new kill animation as well because it is a hypercharged skin. So all in all, I think this is a must buy here. I don't know if this is going to be why haven't you already bought it sort of situation, but I'm going to be putting this in the 8 tier. Make sure you use code PAN in the Brawl Stars shop if you're buying any of these skins. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree in the comments or what you would have changed on this tier list instead. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.